Hi everyone, this is Masae Seki from Imaginism Studios. So today I wanted to share with you my thought process and how I came up with this illustration of a snowy scene for the Schoolism Winter Sale, which is actually happening right now until January 10th, 2022. So make sure you don't miss out on this amazing deal. So, where did it all begin? I was given the assignment to paint a snowy scene, and the first place I went to is my sketchbook. For this particular sketchbook, I purposely draw very loose and sketchy so I can free myself in getting out of this perfectionist mindset and be able to dump all my ideas here, whether it's good or bad, because you never know where a sketch can go. And this sketch I drew about a year ago, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, but I love the idea of this big creature that's giving shelter to this small elf, and as a thank you, it's knitting a scarf for it. So I took these two scribbles and came up with a color palette and composition. Here I tried adding some lighting, details to the character, but the more I worked on it, the less meaningful it became. Although I covered the main assignment, which was painting a snowy scene, and it did have a sense of gift giving since it's the holidays. So why was it less meaningful? And I felt that this wasn't really serving the purpose of the assignment, and to me the message I wanted to convey was a sense of warmth, joy, and magic. So I wanted to do something that would attract people to this painting and have an emotional reaction to it. So I took a step away from drawing and went to go look for some inspiration, something that would help me be able to stick to my original concept but also elevate the message. And that's when I came across these two photos. When I saw this, I feel like it hit everything I wanted. Warmth, joy, and magic. It's like you're in this cold environment, but at the same time you feel the warm sun hitting your skin through this picture. And seeing how the owl glows with the strong rim light made it look so magical. So I took this as my anchor. I made another rough sketch that looked like this. Since this is a rough, and I'm not showing this to anyone, except you guys are seeing it now. In this stage, I like to slap down all the essential information, such as where the light's coming from, how much bounce light is reflecting off the snow, how I can lead the viewer's eyes by using the snowy trees in the background. And once I figured out the general composition and the direction I wanted to go with, I started blocking everything in. Usually I like to paint the environment first so that I can get into the details of the character. And as I'm painting this, I'm making adjustments as I go, like pushing the size of the owl's head to make the elf feel even smaller, and adding small subtle storytelling like the elf's hat, it doesn't have a pom-pom, it has a little feather that the owl gave. And the thing about working on a painting for hours, even days, you start to get blind to it. Being unable to see what mistakes there are, where can I improve, how will people react when they see it, because I've been staring at it for hours. And with this illustration, I reached out to a couple of close friends who I trusted to look at it with fresh eyes. So they suggested I could change the direction of the elf so he's looking at the map with the owl, and the owl could tilt its head so that it looks like it's getting a better look at the map. So this helped with the sense of how they're on this journey to deliver these gifts on time. After I made these adjustments, the illustrations started to take shape with a clear story moment. But just when I thought I was near the finish line, I realized that the antlers lit up by the sun had too much contrast against the dark background, so I didn't want too much attention to go there. I could have easily solved this by removing the antlers, but if I did, the reindeer owl would just become a regular owl. So my solution? I made it wider. This way the sun would only hit certain areas and the rest would be hiding in the shadow. And to add a bit more of a festive look, I thought it'd be pretty cute if I made these owls look like he's wearing striped socks. And for the final adjustments, I pushed a bit of the cools, brought back the warmth, and sprinkled in a bit more snow. And here it is, my illustration of a snowy scene. I hoped you like hearing a bit of my thought process and how I came up with this idea. I personally believe that I wouldn't have known how to paint like this if it weren't for schoolism classes such as Tsutsumi and Robert Kondo's Painting with Color and Light, where they really taught me how to see and understand how color and light works together. or Walter Tulp's Conceptual Characters, where I learn what makes a believable character with good design. And of course, Bobby Chiu's digital painting, where I built my digital painting skills from the ground up. So if you want to learn where I got most of my art knowledge, you can take advantage of the Schoolism winter sale happening right now until January 10th of 2022. Thanks again for watching, and happy painting!